treatment service that has a positive impact on not only their organization, but their patients and ACMA's founding principle of collaboration. So I began to investigate the potential of a partnership with the Joint Commission, and luckily for me, I met someone in the Joint Commission who has supported us since its beginning, and I'll be introducing her shortly. But we began to collaborate on the development of the Franklin Award of Distinction. And in researching what would be an appropriate name for that award, it was named after Benjamin Franklin. And I know that some of you have heard this story before, but if you're unaware, Benjamin Franklin, along with Dr. Thomas Snow, actually were the co-founders of the first U.S. hospital. And the challenge that was given to Benjamin Franklin was actually, in some ways, predicted to be a failure. Therefore, it was okay to approve it in the Pennsylvania legislature. Dr. Thomas Snow had approached Benjamin Franklin about helping him make this a reality. So once again, a doctor came to someone and said, I have a problem, can you fix it? So our case management philosophy, I think, was born even back then in the sense that a problem or challenge was presented to him in the sense that there was no money to create this institution of need. So they basically challenged each other to make this happen, and Benjamin Franklin went to the Pennsylvania legislature and said to them, this is something that we need to do, and you as a governmental entity need to put our tax dollars behind this. And the legislature, because of his stature and because the majority of the legislature believed he will never be able to make it happen. You know, kind of like, I'll give you the discharge order at 5:05, we'll never get it done. So he actually went to the legislature and they actually approved that if you can accomplish this initial amount of funding, we will match it and we will continue to support it in its longevity. And Benjamin Franklin made that happen. So he basically proved that if you believe in it, you can make it happen. And we truly feel like that that's what we do in case management all the time. We're presented with a problem. A lot of people who would be given those same problems would believe there's no way to resolve this, but with the right determination, the right skill set, and the right team and collaborative spirit, you can make those things happen. So it was named after Benjamin Franklin. And this is actually our 6th award, believe it or not. And today I want to introduce to you my collaborator who, very strongly and without any reservation said, yes, I will support this and I'll get the Joint Commission to support this. And this is Lori Dudley, who is a member of ACMA and is the Executive Director for Marketing from Joint Commission. And I asked Lori to come join us and announce our 2008 Franklin Award of Distinction winner.
Good morning. Before I start, I just want to say that when the review committee looks at the applications, we actually are evaluating issues that are important not only to the ACMA, but the Joint Commission as well. And we know what those are because you can see the structure of the application. In that process, we identify areas of distinction for the case management programs, and sometimes it's a lot of little things versus a big wow thing that we see in an application. There. So as my colleague Linda Van Allen says, Linda, this is an award of distinction, not necessarily perfection. So I would encourage all of you to think about your case management department in applying for the award next year. Now let me talk about the award winner. We were impressed with Spectrum Care Management's organizational support of their department by investing in the infrastructure for case management. The organization bought some new software to go to electronic health records, and the original tool for case management was not in the original budget. Case management went to senior management. Senior management agreed to add the tool or the module onto their original EHR, and what it has done is actually made the initial case manager's assessment, as well as the nursing assessment, automatically populated into the patient profile. Think about that. Any patient provider can have access to that information, which is really critical. It's been successful for them, and other departments have asked to trauma module attached as well, such as occupational therapy and physical therapy. There was also good evidence of spread of their program into the community, recognizing the importance of the continuum of care and support of the patient. In pediatrics, the same case manager follows the patient from the outpatient clinic to the in-house, when they're in-house. They have some parent support programs for high-risk OB in the community, including their mom's program, once again supported by case management. And lastly, they have some elective surgeries which they know will have discharge needs, which they actually talk to the patient prior to the admission, rather than working on it at the back end once they're admitted. So we were very impressed with that. All patients have a clinical lead assigned to their patients. Whether it's the utilization manager, the case manager, or the social worker, depending on what is happening with the patient at that time, there is an identified lead for that patient, and therefore all patients receive an initial